Mommy said, shine your light on the world. Shine your light for the world to see. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. That's all that must be. That's all that must be. That's all that must be. Hey, 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 hey. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. That's all that must be. Hey, hey. Mommy says, shine your light on the world. Shine your light for the world to see. Mommy says, shine your light on the world. Shine your light for the world to see. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free, to be free. That's all that must be. That's all that must be. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. So that must be, to be free. That's all that must be. 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 I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free. I want my people to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free. I said that's all that must be. 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 People to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. Hey, hey. That's all that must be. That's all that must be. That's all that must be. Hey, hey, hey.
All right. That's some great stuff.
Hey, getting us going this early
That's right.
morning. Thank you, Bubba Jeff. Getting us moving and grooving in our seats in our homes. Peace and blessings to everyone. Look at all these beautiful African faces here today. Give thanks, give thanks. Welcome. So, welcome, 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 one and all, to Wosay Community Church. First and foremost, we want to take our housekeeping and get that out the way. Just make sure as we go through the service um, that your microphones are off so that we don't hear noises in the background when people are trying to speak. And you can take yourself off of mute when it is time for when it's time for you to speak, but then don't forget to put yourself back on mute when you're done. That is always the key. And so that plus if you do not have your camera on, and even if you do, it would be so beautiful to see your beautiful names down at the bottom of the screen under each one. If you have something like iPhone such and such, please try to change it to your name so we know who we are in community with. Thank you ever so much. So again, welcome, welcome to Wosay Community Church. We are a community of the way. The way is Maat, truth, justice, and righteousness. We believe the teachings of our elders and our ancestors that the Creator God created the universe and all life and has placed in each of us a part of the divine spirit. God living in us and through us has given us the right and the power to establish peace and justice in all human life and true harmony with all creation. We believe in the living faith of our ancestors. Our way is not merely ritual or belief. Our way is a way of life. Our way is not a random path. Our way begins with coherent understanding. It is a way that aims at preserving knowledge of who we are. It is with this conviction that we study the rich heritage of our African people. The way is reciprocity. The way is wholeness. The way is unity and self determination. It is creativity, collective work, and responsibility. Our way is faith, purpose, and cooperative economics. The way knows no oppression. Our way creates. Our way worships and praises the God of our ancestors. The way is life. The way destroys only destruction. Ashe. And that is our Wosay belief statement. And I pray that all of you are in the right place at this time and space. And I just want to read quickly from 2000 Seasons, just the first page where it says, you hearers, seers, imaginers, thinkers, rememberers, you prophets, called to communicate truths of the living way to a people fascinated unto death. You called to link memory with forelistening, to join the uncountable seasons of our flowing to unknown tomorrows, even more numerous. Communicators doomed to pass on truths of our people to a people rushing deathward, grown contemptuous in our ignorance of our source, prejudiced against our own survival. How shall your utterance be heard? Ashe. And so as we at Wosay Community Church are knowing how our utterance is heard, we continue to revamp that. We continue to move forward with that. We are going to, at this time, welcome in our ancestors. We are going to open our hearts and our minds, and Brother Wasuf is going to come with our libation to welcome our ancestors. Baba Wasuf.
That's a poo.
Tetapu.
Uncle John Sinet.
Pahat, 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 as I purify our vessel for libation. I submit to the Supreme Being who is ever becoming. Ene, ne, te, eat, tae, em, ke, I submit to the Supreme Being who is ever becoming. Ashe,
Ashe,
and to the Lord of all, never chair. Ashe,
Ashe, come and be with us.
E to M, Amen. Thank you for Hetep. Thank you, Hetepu. Thank you for peace. Ashe,
Ashe.
Ashe,
and for all that arises and becomes to support creation from that source. Ashe,
Ashe.
Ashe,
Amen Ra. Ashe,
Ashe, be with
Amen
us.
Ra. Hetep. Ashe,
Ashe,
E to M Oser. Thank you, Oser Unefer. Thank you, Oser, for oneness, for omnipresence. Thank you, Oser, for the experience of oneness, Umoja. Ashe,
Ashe, come and be with us.
E to M Tehuti. Dwan Tehuti, Dwan Meduna Tir Dwa. Thank you, Tehuti, for the words divine, for the sacred words that we hold true in all of our languages throughout our cultures, to the sacred Meduniter writings that preserved in ancient Kemet, to the Odu Ifa, and thank you for being able to rely upon them and wisdom and science with certainty and omniscience. Ashe,
Ashe, come and be with us.
E to M for sacred, E to M for power, omnipotence. Thank you for transformation in the collective spirit of our ancestors and the powers of the teachings and the laws and the fruits of the tree of life. Ashe, thank you, Sekerd and Ptah. Ashe,
Ashe, Ashe, come and be with us.
E to M Ma'at. Thank you, Ma'at, for Menab, for a stable heart to live truth, for for prosperity, for harmony, and for all the virtues, and from a foundation of Ma'at where the Creator can come into being through us as servants of truth, justice, and righteousness. Ashe,
Ashe, come and be with us.
E to M for Herokahuti. Dua Herokahuti for the ability to discipline ourselves, to check evil, Isfet for the check set, and to reestablish Ma'at. Ashe,
Ashe, come and be with us.
Netarakta Netemuniter E to M for Heru. Duan Uchat Akut. Thank you, Heru. Thank you, Tehuti, for restoring our eyes so that we can see and seek out certainty and seek out wisdom, seek out our ancestors and reclaim our freedom. Thank you, Itim Heru, Itim Uhuru, Itim, for our freedom to live truth. Ashe,
Ashe, come and be with us.
Itim for Itim for Het Heru. Thank you for harmony, peace, and joy. Thank you for Kuumba creativity. Ashe,
Ashe, come and be with us.
and making the world more beautiful and better for our people. E to M for Sebek for opening the way. Thank you for the affirmations, reclaiming our being and speaking beauty into the world. Ashe.
Ashe, come and be with us.
Thank you for all set. Thank you for our devotion in this process. Thank you, all set Kenemet, for putting the pieces together, for helping us restore our tree of life and unifying our people. Ashe. Thank you for our corporeal being, Geb, for us to be able to do the work on this earthly plane. Ashe.
Ashe, come and be with us.
And thank you for those wise folks for the eons that preserved our way of life so that we can return back and bring back our people to our traditional greatness. Etam for the Shepsu Eku, as we call our ancestors. Ashe.
Ashe, come and be with us.
To my parents, Carl and Eddie Jones, my Atef and Moot, and supporting me in this walk of returning to my tradition, Ashe.
Ashe, come and be with us.
And those loves of the past that have moved on, that supported me, therefore, in that, hence in that process, to the to my late mate Safensa Arianch, Ashe.
Ashe, come and be with us.
To the divine wives of Amen, Ashe.
Ashe, come and be with us.
To the restoring dynasties of Amesh Nefertari and Amesh, Ashe.
Ashe, come and be with us.
And those ancestors of good character on our heart, call out their names to Malcolm X, Ashe.
Ashe, come and be with us.
Call out the names of the wise folks that guide us and are on your heart. Call out their names, Ashe.
Obie and
Mrs. Leroy
Nancy.
and Hazel Conley. Ashe,
Ashe, Ashe.
come and be with us. Baba
Deontay
Imhotep,
Brooks.
Elijah Kabalan.
Ashe,
Ashe,
Ashe.
come and be with
Aunt
us.
Nancy.
Wilford, Aunt Paulette, great Aunt Paulette.
Mr. and
Ashe.
Mrs. Wilford and Virginia Harvey. Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe,
Come and
Ashe. Marcus Garvey, Ashe, Ashe.
Nancy and Obie Tentman, Sarah and Paul
Ashe,
Flanders,
Ashe,
Sally
Ashe,
Williamson,
Ashe,
Sammy Flanders,
Ashe. Come and
Hubert
be with us.
Flanders,
Ashe,
come be with us.
Ashe.
Come and be with us.
Charles Robinson, come be with us.
Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe.
Author Warren Jeffries.
Ashe, come and be with
Ashe.
us.
Brooks.
Ashe.
Ashe, come and be with us. Mr. and Mrs. Wilford and Virginia Harvey. Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe.
Come and be with us. Mr.
Former
and Mrs.
pastor.
Dixon. Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe.
Come and be with us. Mrs.
Henry
Joyce.
Hightower, Ashe.
Ashe.
Sister
William
Valeria
McKinley Udell and
Gibson.
Bessie Udell.
Ashe,
Come and be
Ashe, Ashe.
Anthony Green.
Ashe, come and be with us.
Ashe, Ashe.
Modiba Nelson Mandela. Ashe, come and be with us.
Ashe, Ashe,
Sister,
Ashe.
Sister Makinya Sibeko Kouete. Ashe, come and be with
Ashe.
us.
Ashe,
Sister Jasir.
Ashe,
Linda Strobin.
Ashe,
Mama and Gina.
Ashe. As we
Baba Lizelle Williams.
Ashe.
Ashe,
Come and be with us.
as we reflect upon those ancestors guiding our hearts and our minds. On the final three Ashes, let's all call them out together. Ashe,
Ashe.
Ashe,
Ashe.
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 Asheo.
Be with us.
We honor you, wise folk. Thank you. It is done.
Ashe. Thank you so much, Baba
Baba.
Wasu, for bringing in and ushering in our ancestors. Our place is filled. You know, our ancestors are always with us, and we invite them into our service, and we thank them for coming in peace. Ashe. So now we are going to move on to Sister Saraswati, and we'll have our prayer list played, and we will have Sister Saraswati over the circle prayer, and after that, the announcements. Mama Saraswati?
Dakota King, Kenneth Fuller, Aliman Haile, Mother Mirabai, Minister Makalisi and Mary, the family of Minister Imhotep, Baba Damu, Nefertiti Littlejohn, Minister Sidney, Rashumba and Jamila, Aaliyah and Trina Salgado and Cherie Boyd, the unhoused, our youth, the family of Jabbar Watson, Okanona and Mahib Holmes, Marcus Johnson, Baba Tai and family, our elders, Michelle Hand, Ikemba Bonisile, Mama Fanya Angelia, Tyombe Jama, Delois Scott, Mama Thandiwe and family, Mark Taylor, Dave Brown and family, John Jackson, the Love Goodlet family, Omir, Zion, artist, Amara, and Dahlia Pearson, Janetta Mehmet and family, Essie Lucas, Mama Zarita, the family of Nozipo Wobogo, Jabari Jahi, Faye Kennedy, Karamu and Amina Suso, Mama Aziza and family, Minister Malley, Sharon Darcy, the Sunshine Starchild family, Avante, Letitia, Lamaya, Mackin, and Xavion, Mumia Abu Jamal, Joseph Williams, Andre Turner and daughters, Sugar D and family, Queen Mother Thurston, World Peace, Bill and Janet Sarpenter, the Ile Omade students and staff, June and Don Glenn Lawson, caregivers, the incarcerated, Victoria and Alan McKinney, the deported, Amethyst Graham, Brenda Jones, Shauna and Raylan, Royce Dorsey, the family of Doretha Curry, Baba Nimbley, the addicted, Dwayne and Ann Drada Blair, the Bridgeforth Jordan family, C.K. Ladzepko, the Smith family, the mentally ill, Maisha and Afi Nkume, the lost, Kevin Page, Lavinia Ward, Kufu Sarah, Brother M.B. Hanif and his wife Lola, and his son, Brother Davis. We are praying for the family of Brother Hanif, his wife Lola, and his son, Brother Davis. Desiree Sadler, Margarita Creasy, Pat Jameson, the African diaspora, Ruby Green and family, Sister Megan, Jordana Jilton Nilro. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. A momentary focus on the new additions to our list, the family of Doretha Curry and Brother Hanif, the family of Brother Hanif, new additions to the list. We begin our prayer this morning with a reading from the Wose belief statement. Just to focus on just one sentence, I think is very important. Each line is filled with weight and power. God living in us and through us has given us the right and the power to establish peace and justice in all human life and true harmony with all of creation. Ashe. Good morning, Blessed One, Amen Ra, Great Spirit, Most High, Divine Mother, Holy Father, Divine Messenger, Indweller of all beings, all-powerful, eternal, all-knowing and ever-present God. We praise your name and lift you up before all. We come to you in this virtual circle to pray together, for we know there is power in prayer. It's the gift available to us in the wee hours of the night when we are alone, or like now when we are gathered together in groups. Prayer is the weapon that our ancestors used as they walked through trials and tribulations with their heads held high. It is the means through which we find grace and give love. There is power in prayer as we open our hearts to you this morning. We embrace and lift those in our circle of need, those names on the list, and those who suffer in silence. We find struggles with isolation, illness, pain, loss of loved ones, loss of mobility, loss of community, financial insecurity, fear, anxiety, and more. There are challenges, dear Lord, we can walk through them with power. Help us to remember the love of unity in service to each other. When we provide a salve for hurting hearts, it blesses and strengthens us individually and collectively. Give us the determination to walk the walk and talk the talk. In this time of political turmoil, keep us focused on the real and not the unreal. Keep us anchored in the reality of Maat, truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, balance, reciprocity, and order. In this time of social turmoil, keep us focused on light and not the darkness, the light that is within us. We are the light. In this time of economic turmoil, keep us focused on immortality and not mortality. Our ancestors showed us how to create a way out of no way. Our way is a way of life. We ask a special blessing on the leadership of WOSE as they plan events to feed the spirits, hearts, and minds of WOSE and the community, especially on the Tony Browder event this coming weekend. Bless all hearts, all attendances. Let there be peace. Let us grow in knowledge and wisdom. We ask for traveling grace for the speaker and for all who are coming. Most High God, our children and our new youth need our compassion and strength to wade through the falsehood, chaos, and disorder of Isfet. We must be the living models of the African way to guide them with patience, devotion, and courage. Help us to show them the power of being true and at peace as we honor their courage, intellect, and creativity. Our children are a wonder, a gift, and we must treasure them. We are grateful, dear Lord, for this day, this moment, this family, this life and knowledge of you. We know that you are always with us in body, mind, and spirit, for we are never separated from your power and peace. And this is the reality and truth. Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe, thank you, Mama Saraswati. And now we're going to have the announcements.
These are your WOSE Sacramento announcements for Sunday, April 12th, 2026.
Miss Mariana here with your WOSE Community Block Report. So currently, we are just days away from the first Black Knowledge Matters Summit of 2026. We are springing into action in collaborative partnership with the Ashe Center of Sacramento City College to bring to you on Saturday, April 18th, the global scholar, the author, and the master teacher, Anthony Browder. Now, for those of you who know, make sure to slide through. This is going to be one for the books, literally. He will be giving lectures, participating in panel discussions, and making sure to engage in a book signing for his brand new book, A Browder's Perspective. Now, for those of you who don't know much about Anthony Browder, it won't take much. You can do some simple, basic research to find that he has committed his life's purpose and he has contributed to making sure that community members globally have access, information, and opportunity directly connected to the sacred science of ancient Kemet. Now, some people might ask,
why do I need to know about ancient Africa? Why do I need to know about, the science and the spirituality?
For many people, we're beginning to realize the majority of our schools are cutting out or never has included the full truth of the melanated experience. And a lot of people are starting to notice as well that books are being canceled and forbidden in educational institutions. So WOSE Community Church, along with the support of the Ashe Center, is making sure to bring Anthony Browder to you. to give you insight and enlightenment on the greatness that the community comes from, on the greatness that African people come from. No matter where we are on the planet Earth, there is an origin story, and it's important to learn. In the spirit of Sankofa, we got to go back and fetch it so we can move forward with our greatness, with our power, and with our joy. So I'm looking forward to seeing you again on Saturday, April 18th at Sacramento City College. We'll be in the Student Center. Parking is like $2, but if you want to park across the street, you can do that for free. Now, I want you to make sure to go to eventbrite.com and RSVP for your to absorb valuable information, ancient intelligence that would help us to successfully move as a community into the future. I look forward to seeing you there. Peace.
Don't you know we all need prayer? Join us in intercessory prayer for you and your Wose family on Mondays and Fridays at 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This flyer will be in the chat. You'll need numbers to dial in. Please continue to pray for those on our prayer list during the week in your private prayer time. If your name should be on our list, please let us know by putting your name in the chat. Mark your calendars for the Wose Sacramento Elders Community Meeting, which will be held on Monday, April 13th, 2026 from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time using the Black Knowledge Matters login. Tony Browder's study tours of Egypt will take place on July 7th through the 21st and December 12th through the 23rd in 2026. Note, these are his final study tours. Visit ctoinc.com for reservations and information. Out of Darkness, Heavy is the Crown, Volume 2 is the third film in the Out of Darkness documentary series created by Oakland-based director Amadeus Christ. This will be a film screening and discussion with the director. Search Wose Community on eventbrite.com. Black Knowledge Matters. If you or someone you know can drop some knowledge on Wose, contact imhotepalkebalon@gmail.com or call 916-835-1823.
Ashe, Ashe. Thank you. Do we have Oakland, we'll say Oakland's announcements? Any announcements from we'll say Oakland? Okay, so I just want to tell everybody reminder for
I'm sorry, sister. Sister
got it.
Minister. I do have some Oakland announcements.
Okay, awesome. We're ready for you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's okay. They're not working. Forget the Oakland announcements for this morning.
Okay.
I'm
All
sorry.
right.
Okay. All right.
No problem. So if there's just to let you guys know, there are flyers being put in the chat. And Baba Tai, if you have some things that you can put in the chat that people can pick up, that would be awesome as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. So on Monday, there's going to be the Sacramento Council of Elders meeting is on Monday at 6 o'clock on Zoom on the Black Knowledge Matters channel. And don't forget that, and we did have this announcement that on Saturday will be the Anthony Browder's will be the Anthony Browder event. So please, please, please go to Eventbrite. You can look up under Wosay Community Church and find that to RSVP. And I want to do a special shout out to Sister Katrina, Sister Katrina, who has been key over the past 6 years with running our website and the YouTube and keeping and putting out Maat. And she's an incredible asset to the community, and she was an incredible asset to Minister Imhotep. She is passing the baton now. And it is with great appreciation that we are standing, and we'll say it's heard across the world. Her skills has served our community, and we just want to say much and many blessings to Sister Katrina. And so there will be a passing of the baton of that particular work that she has done. We were all able to benefit off of kind of calculating, okay, a week after service I can go on and see the video and our and seeing our website being updated. That was all Sister Katrina. We didn't always see her, but she was always working hard in the background. We want to thank her for her years of service to Westlake Community Church. All right.
All right. So Sister Minister Babatai, if it's not too late, I do have our announcements.
Okay. Let's hear them. Let's hit it.
Here we go.
Awesome.
I assume everybody can see it?
Yes.
These are the Oakland announcements for Sunday, April the 12th. Brothers of Oakland, our next walk is next Saturday, April the 18th. For those that are not going to Sacramento, we'll meet at the MLK Regional Shoreline Park at 9 a.m. On the next day, on Sunday, we'll have our annual Mama Jasiri Day. Her husband, Baba Ustadi, is planning a wonderful celebration for that day, so everybody is invited. On Saturday, May the 2nd, we are going to help Iliamade bid a fond farewell, at least for a while, to Baba Nimbley, who is the drummer and drum dance teacher extraordinaire. Does a lot for us in the community. He's leaving. He's going to Liberia for a while. Going home to Liberia for a while. On Saturday, May the 17th, we are going to have live in our sanctuary another sonic meditative healing by Dr. Terrence Elliott and his wife, Queen Amanda. On Saturday, May the 23rd, Iliomade is having its 5th annual Bike-a-thon and Walk-a-thon. As always, it'll be at the San Leandro Marina. On Sunday, June the 7th, we will welcome Professor Manu Ampim back to our pulpit. Professor Manu always brings us relevant information. And on Sunday, July the 19th, Mama Latrice Love Goodlet will again grace our pulpit. She will be delivering the message that morning. Finally, What Does Will Say, started by a disc jockey and a bus driver. It's the new book that we have out now. It's the list price is $25. It's only available in-house right now. Sacramento has some, Oakland has some. On the screen are people who have contributed to it. And so if you want a copy, contact me. And those are our announcements for this Sunday, brought to you by, on behalf of Minister Malley and the Oakland Council of Elders. Thank you, we'll say.
Ashe.
Shay.
Ashe. And if you want the book in stock, I'll have them there at our service on the 4th Sunday. All right. Next is our affirmations. Our affirmations today, our Will Say affirmations, will be brought to us by Baba Ed and Sister Sugar D.
We will know God's truth to be free and self-determined.
Creator, help us to remember the humanity, glory, and suffering of our ancestors, and to honor the struggles of our elders.
Okay, thank you.
Let us strive to bring new vision and life to our people. Let there be peace and harmony among us.
Let us be loving, sharing, and creative. Let us work, listen,
study,
study, and so we may. I can hardly
learn,
read it. It's
teach,
very
cultivate self-reliance.
It's blurry.
it's very blurry. Oh, that's better. Thank you.
Grant us power, O Holy One, as we struggle to resurrect our hearts and our homeland.
We
We
will
will
raise
raise
our
our
children
children
according to the needs of our.
with discipline, patience, devotion, and courage. We will strive to be
And to be the living
of
models
the new
of the new
direction of
direction
our
of
people.
our people.
We are an African people.
We
We
are
are
children of God.
children of God.
Thank you.
Thank
Hey,
Thank you. We had lots of help on that one. Thank you to Baba Ed and Sister Sugar D for getting in there. And all of those who chimed in to help. Let's see. Next we'll have Baba Jeff is going to bring to us a song. We're ready for some movement and some joy with some singing. Baba Jeff always brings it. We're ready, Baba Jeff.
Now is the time, if you can hear, to heed the call, to make your choice for once and all. Now is the time, now and for all eternity, to seek the sacred reality. There's a choice to be made for all eternity. Maat, truth and righteousness for you and me. Maat is the way. Maat is the spirit. Maat is the way to make the brighter day. If we'll just live it, there's a choice to be made for all eternity. Maat, truth and righteousness for you and me. Maat is justice, righteousness and truth. Maat is the spirit of Amen Ra for me and you. The time has come, but we must make the change for truth. Our lives rearranged. Maat is the way. Maat is the spirit. Maat is the way to make the brighter day. If we'll just live it, there's a choice to be made for all eternity. Maat, truth and righteousness for you and me. There's a choice to be made for all eternity. Maat, truth and righteousness for you and me. Maat, truth and righteousness. Maat, truth and righteousness. Maat, truth and righteousness for you and me. Maat, truth and righteousness. Maat, truth and righteousness. Maat, truth and righteousness for you and me. There's a choice to be made for all eternity. Maat, truth and righteousness for you and me. Maat, truth and righteousness for you and me.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Papa Jeff, for playing that beautiful song from Minister Makalisi. I tell you, Minister Makalisi comes up with the most beautiful lyrics to his songs, and I am so thankful that he has given of his time and effort and talents, because we all have talents, but we all have to be able to say yes and go ahead and do those talents and to be able to give them back to the community. And it's beautiful when someone does. I can always tell when people are giving from their spirit, because it really just shows up, and it's a blessing to those who are around us. And so those of you that are hiding your little talents, maybe this would be time for you to kind of say, okay, I'll go ahead and, use my talents, my wisdom, my understanding to help Will Say Community Church, because I tell you, we are growing as a community. We're growing in knowledge of what a community is and how we can give and receive, and actually experiencing and doing Ma'at. And so while that was playing, I remembered a while ago we had these little cards. I don't know if you could see it. We had these little cards made up. They are bookmarks, basically. And in this one, it says Ma'at will say foundational principle of truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, balance, reciprocity, and order. The counterbalance to Isfet, falsehood, chaos, and disorder. Ma'at, the way of truth, justice, and righteousness, is great. Its value is lasting, and it has remained unequaled and unchanged since the time of its creator. It lies as a plain path before even the ignorant, and those who violate its laws are punished. Although wickedness may gain wealth, wrongdoing has never brought its wares to a safe port. In the end, it is Ma'at that endures and enables the upright to say, "It is the legacy of my father and mother." From Ptahhotep in the Hosea, page 41. And I thought that that was so beautiful. And so and that was, I believe, made by Temperance, Sister Temperance. Don't quote me on that, but I think that she was the one who initiated and created those bookmarks. And if not, I'm sorry to whoever it was. So right now we are getting ready to have a wonderful historical tribute. And I just want to say, um, thumbs up, Brother Bill, if you're ready.
Yes, all good, all
Okay.
set. Yes.
So we're gonna have a historical tribute by Baba Bill, Minister Bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, State Community, it's my honor today to bring you another future focus. While mostly we use this time to reflect on our history, Maat also calls us to balance. And the main point of reflecting on our history is preparing to act wisely in the present to empower our best future. In today's segment, I'll highlight someone admirably living our ideals, serving our people, affirming a righteous path to our future. After decades of refining his talents, Dennis Jones graduated to sharing his talents with all our people, sharing where we need it most, where our people on the continent must build both basic and advanced infrastructure to stand Africans up in our rightful place in the world. Ose has long understood the special place of our teachers. Brother Jones offers an inspiring affirmation of shared culture and priorities when he says, "This is something very, very dear to my heart, training." We revere our teachers deeply because we know in our short lives, we struggle for even the smallest understanding. If we can't deliver our hard-earned understanding to others, it's lost. So here with me, Dennis Jones.
This is my first time in Gabon. I've been traveling to Africa for about 25 years now, and been to well over 30 countries. But my first time to Gabon, I've traveled to places near here, including Cameroon, Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, but never here to forward to. The West Africa spent time in the similarity here in the people, and but so far I've been enjoying what I mean, the culture, the customs, and I'm going to learn more about the country. But it's very that's here, and the future. It's I'm very optimistic. I've had many stories done of me over the years, and whether it's on print media or broadcast media, and so that was one of the more impressive articles that I've ever had on me. So I'm very pleased with the story. I've personally been involved with accident investigation for well over 20 years. In fact, nearly 30 years of training investigators all over the world, including at the NTSB. And I've done workshops and seminars, even for ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization. So this is something that's very, very dear to my heart of training. I've specialized for about 20 years training in Africa, training not only the investigators, but the organizations to meet international standards, which is always also very important. And so in regards to Gabon, I've been able to work with the officials here. I'm very impressed with the talent that's here, and I'm forward as far as accident investigations in all areas, whether it's the investigations on scene, off scene from the investigation. Not everything takes place at the crash site. Most of the activities take place after the crash, including follow-up, recorders, those kinds of things take place, and they make up most of the investigation. So I'm certainly looking forward to lending my support and my credibility to assist the country and becoming a country that has an accident investigation program and that meets international standards. Now, I want to add one other thing. For about 20 years, I was involved with a program called Safe Skies for Africa. It was started under the President Bill Clinton started that program. And the purpose of the program was to help develop air service between the United States and Africa. I wanted to increase that. So my role in that was to help countries that were targeted by the United States for air service between the two countries to assist their accident investigation program. And that was something that was very, very important to us, and I'm very proud of our work. So the accident investigation, the training was between the United States and countries here in Africa. Yes, I would be very honored for the flight recorder laboratory to be under my name. That would be especially something very proud and privileged to have that particular distinction. I've been working with recorder labs for many, many years. There are not many in Africa. To my knowledge, there's only maybe 3 countries, maybe 2, that have flight recorder. And so having a facility here will save the time and expense for so many other countries here in Africa that has to go to Europe and to other places in order to have what we call a readout to download recording devices. And flight recorders are not the only things that are downloaded from aircraft. There's digital information, flight recorders, cockpit recorders, flight data recorders, but there are other devices that record data that investigators use. So to have a facility of such a stature here in Gabon would be wonderful, and aim to be attached to that would get even better. Future accidents. I use the expression taking a mess and turn it into a message is what investigators do. Safety issues in general is beyond safety. It also affects the economy. I've been to many countries that following an accident that people are so afraid to fly, it affects the economy. It affects the standards of the country. Tourists no longer want to come to the country because they're afraid to fly. I've been to many places where that situation has occurred. And so safety is more than just preventing accident. It is something that will affect the country's standards in the world as far as the economy, societies. And so for leaders, it's important for them to know that it's linked to other things than just safety. I've also done many accidents involving VIPs, many accidents involving VIP, so it also affects the leaders, your intellectual resources of your country. So accident investigation, safety, incident investigation is very, very important, larger than just safety. It also affects the economy and tourism. So the leaders understand the particular point. Dave Winfrey.
Minister Alicia?
Ashe. Thank you for the historical tribute. We were having a little technical difficulties, but we were able to kind of get the work that he's doing in Gabon. Thank you. I hadn't heard of that. So that's some insight and some great things to be able to study. So now we're going to have another song. We're looking forward to that, Baba Jeff.
Looking back, we've had hard times, but we keep the teachings on our mind. Waking up, we see our shine and give thanks to the divine. Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise. We be coming forth by day. We know Maat's the way. Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise. We be coming forth by day. We know Maat's the way. Smell the incense in the air. Never been one to despair. Know that cosmic law is fair and change is in the air. Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise. We be coming forth by day. We know Maat's the way. Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise.
praise to our ancestors who paved the way for us, builders of civilization, nurturers of families, establishers of sciences, arts, and traditions of right speech and right action, survivors of some of the most daunting challenges in the history of humankind. We call on your guidance and ask your blessings. For you've shown us the way.
Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise. We be coming forth by day. We know Maat's the way. Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise. We be coming forth by day. We know looking back, we've had hard times, but we keep the teachings on our minds. Waking up, we see our shine and give thanks to the divine. Smell the incense in the air. Never been one to despair. Know that cosmic law is fair and change is in the air. Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise. We be coming forth by day. We know Maat's the way. Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise. We be coming forth by day. We know Maat's the way. Still standing, yeah, yeah.
Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise.
Yeah. Still standing. Oh, we know.
Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves the praise.
We will call your name. Oh, we're standing. Oh, we're standing. Oh, we're
Standing on the
standing.
ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves
When
the
all you
praise.
know how to do is stand. Yeah, yeah. They showed us the way.
Standing on the ancestors' ways, Amen Ra deserves
Oh,
the
your
praise.
love is not in vain. No, your sacrifice is not in vain. Yeah.
Standing on the ancestors' ways,
Oh, we're
Amen
standing.
Ra deserves the praise.
We know Maat's the way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We know. You told us the way. You taught us the way. Standing, still standing.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Baba Jeff, for playing that song and for the sounds of Maat for creating and making that song. That is one of the most beautiful songs, I tell you. I really enjoy that one. And it just puts you in a beautiful place of peace and just beauty. So we want to give thanks for that. And now we're going to go to a very important time, which is our litany. Whether it is our litany of sacrifice or litany of appreciation or our litany of sacrifice and appreciation, we want to bring forward Sister Michelle and Baba Damani for our litany.
Grand rising everywhere. Yeah, it's a beautiful song, Standing on the Ancestors' Way. Amen Ra deserves the praise. I love that. All right. It's time in our service. I call it we get to practice Ujima. It's like a collective work and responsibility to keep our spiritual institutions solvent. So litany of I think we changed the name, didn't it? From litany of sacrifice to litany of something.
Yes, we did.
What was it supposed to be? Litany of what?
Appreciation.
Litany of appreciation. That's right. Okay,
We're still
litany of
thinking on
appreciation.
that. Keep going.
Save us, O Holy One, by your name. Vindicate us by your might. Hear my prayer, divine protector. Listen to the words of my mouth. How can we repay the Holy One for the gifts that have been given to us? We will lift up the cup of salvation and call upon the God of our ancestors. We will fill our vows to our Creator in the presence of all our people. Gladly we bring our sacrifices to you. We will praise your name. We praise your name, O Amun Ra, for it is good. Mojo, unity. We shall strive to maintain unity in family, community, nation, and race.
Kuji Chagalia, self-determination. We shall define, name, create, and speak for ourselves.
Ujima, collective work and responsibility. We should build and maintain our communities together. Our brothers and sisters' problems shall be ours to solve together.
Ujamaa, cooperative economics.
Together we shall build, maintain our own businesses, and together profit from them.
Nia, purpose. We shall make our collective vocation the building and development of our community and the restoration of our people to our traditional greatness.
Oh, yes. Kuumba, creativity. We shall do as much as we can in any way we can to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherited it.
Amani, faith. We will believe with all our hearts in our God, our people.
And in the righteousness and victory of our struggle.
Ashe.
If we could just bow our heads in prayer for the wonderful offerings given today and those that will be given throughout this week. O Mother, Father, God, she who is of the Most High, maker of all things and giver of all our needs. Thank you, Amun Ra. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the offerings given to us. Thank you for bringing us all together so that we may offer and share that offering amongst the Wose community. Help us, Amun Ra, to focus our minds and our activities to make Wose a better community for all of us to live within. And help us, Amun Ra, help us to be the Africans that we were meant to be. Thank you, Amun Ra. Bless us, Amun Ra. Help us, Amun Ra. Keep our minds right so that righteousness may follow, so that the way of Maat will always be our way, no matter when things are thin or when life is full of love for us. Be with us, Amun Ra. Help us to be better than we are today. Amen. Ashe. Amen.
Ashe.
Ashe. Thank you.
Ashe. Give thanks, Sister Michelle and Baba Damani, for reading our litany. And now we seem to have a song number 3. I am so excited about that because the first 2 songs were fire. So, Baba Jeff, if you have another song, then we are ready to listen.
If we walk each day, let's walk each day, sacred way, we will reach the place we long to be. We long to the place of truth and love, peace and harmony, the place to live eternally. Let's walk in faith, light, and divinity. Let's walk in hope, balance, and harmony. Let's walk in peace, joy, and prosperity. Let's walk in love, beauty, and unity. Let's walk in Maat, for the greatest good. Let's walk in truth like we should. Let's walk in trust and reciprocity. Let's walk that walk diligently. Let's walk each day, in deep self-knowledge. My people, know thyself. Self-knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. That power belongs with no one else. No one else. Let's walk in faith, light, and divinity. Let's walk in hope, balance, and harmony. Let's walk in peace, joy, and prosperity. Let's walk in love, beauty, and unity. Let's walk in Maat for the greatest good. Let's walk in truth like we should. Let's walk in trust and reciprocity. Let's walk that walk diligently. Let's do all we can. Do all we can. Every way we can to make life more beautiful. More beautiful. Here in this land. In this land. In our motherland. Motherland. All over the world. All over the world. Let's walk in faith, light, and divinity. Let's walk in hope, balance, and harmony. Let's walk in peace, joy, and prosperity. Let's walk in love, beauty, and unity. Let's walk in Maat for the greatest good. Let's walk in truth like we should. Let's walk in trust and reciprocity. Let's walk that walk diligently. Let's walk each day and talk each day and rejoice each day the sacred way. Let's walk that walk and talk that talk and rejoice each day the sacred way. Let's rise and shine, live and give, care and share the sacred way. Let's walk each day and talk each day and rejoice each day the sacred way. The sacred African way. The sacred African way. The 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 way.
Wow, beautiful. See, I knew it. Song number 3, Just as Fire, is song number 1 and 2. Beautiful.
Brother
Thank
Jeff's on it.
Yes, on it today with the music. Man, as always, beautiful music that's coming out of Wosay Community Church, I tell you. The jams, the hits, the fire, the beats, all of the things. And with the visuals, Baba Jeff, yes, beautiful, beautiful. Because I was just imagining myself in the forest, just walking, listening to Minister Makalizi's songs in my earbuds or whatnot, with just walking. So thank you for these beautiful visuals as well, Baba Jeff. And thank you, Minister Makalizi, again for giving us those hits. So now we've come to the time with the beautiful message that we are going to receive. We're opening up our hearts and our minds to be able to receive the message that Amon-Ra has given to Minister Bill. And Minister Bill has said, yes, I will go ahead and give this message to the people. We are having our pens and our papers and our minds ready. So, Minister Bill, we're ready for you.
Wosay. It is a very good day to be in the house of Amon-Ra, to be again among the most beautiful people on the face of this earth. What a phenomenal work Brother Jones has been doing. In the best of our Pan-African spirit, he's delivering all he's gathered through his long career to the global African family we love. Knowing how hard he's worked to teach his lessons, I'll try to show the little bit that I learned today. What I learned from the thankfully rare reports from his former employer, the National Transportation Safety Board, repeatedly confirmed that when things really go wrong, it's never just one thing. It's a list of things. So, as Brother Joe, I'll make the mess into a message. Essentially, the message is, though I won't ever be perfect, I will try again, and I will do better. As always, to fix a problem, we must clearly see the problem. So the clear list for which NTSB is famous is an important step forward. Now, last month's message ended up being quite an embarrassment for me. There were a few incidental hurdles, but the main factors were errors of my own. One, luck got me overconfident. My first use of a split screen featuring James Small worked just fine. So I wrongly assumed I had it mastered. Not yet. Two, I was late in preparation. So being late, I couldn't avail myself of a dry run in our production meeting. You know, that meeting where the team is explicitly on board to offer feedback. Three, I forgot Zoom has a tiny little thumbnail to show you what others see. Now, mostly Zoom obscures the presentation from the presenter, but it does offer that tiny little thumbnail. Sadly, I forgot to check it. 4, I did not have my phone open. You might see I have it open today. Of course, anywhere at any time, anyone on a computer who wants to see what others see can simply open a Zoom session on their phone. Sadly, I didn't think of that until after the service. Okay. 5, a few other presenters had mistakenly shared their desktop full of icons before, instead of their intended media. But what I failed to notice was that mine were the only assistive corrective comment offered. I think they call that going through a red flag. So, 5 blunders down the list, I mentioned the incidental miss. Our most responsive reviewer, Minister Makalisi, was unavailable last month. Sadly, his feedback was truly missed. That leaves 7, my final caution and the main reason for my apology. Leading often means clarifying. And I had not clarified that a page full of notes over a desktop full of icons is never what I intend to. So, as NTSB reviews, last bad results stem from several causes and far too many errors to proceed without some kind of acknowledgement today. And of course, no review would be complete without some recommendations. Recommendation 1, do prepare early enough to actually use the review process in our practice. 2, do open your phone, muted and blanked, so you can see what everyone else sees. 3, and especially, do set clear expectations so your fellow stakeholders who want you to succeed are actually empowered to help. Now, happily, unlike the NTSB, last month left no bodies to wash off the tarmac. Happily, with video, we can always restart. And so
Listen more often to things than to beings. Listen more often to things than to beings. 'Tis the ancestors' breath when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' breath in the voice of the waters.
Yes, the construction of things, of buildings, of roads, of waterways, of institutions, of canals, things requiring great labor, invested as much for succeeding generations as for the builders. Those exemplify what our beloved minister Imhotep frequently reminded us. The Medu symbol for love is a gardening tool. What we're saying is where our people have gone to the trouble of studying and finally crafting and construct things for others, those are investments in our future. So as we speak of infrastructure, our words rightly highlight today's realities, like AI. I'll start with a favorite comedian, Josh Johnson, who's finally hitting his stride, calling out the dilemmas of the day, as did Richard Pryor and the legendary Dick Gregory. Here's Josh.
I'm not necessarily afraid of AI in what I do as far as performance. I think it's already been very well said that like the things that people do for connection and for real experiences, AI can't replace. The other thing that happens with AI that I don't think, obviously someone could lose their job to AI, which isn't really true. Someone gave your job to AI. Like the AI didn't come in the room with legs. You know what I mean? Like AI doesn't have legs to then walk in and be like, I think I'm better. Like that's not, AI is not pitching itself against you. Someone who wants to save the money that they think that you are wants to replace you. So I think we put it all on the AI instead of putting it on employers and companies and like a corporate mindset and everything. But when it comes to stand-up, people want to show up and have an experience with other people.
It's the same mega money, micro morality urge as in the Dutch and British East Indies companies, who ravaged South Asia with the French assaulting Indochina, while the Brits and the Spanish slaughtered their way through the Americas. That same urge that moved them to kidnap Africans for free labor to maximize profits from stolen lands. Back to Josh.
And I don't know, some people go back and forth about how terrified they are of AI, what AI is going to do and everything. I'm not necessarily scared of AI. I'm not, because no matter what it can do, is a tool. And the scary thing about tools is just people. You know, it's a tool, and any tool can become a weapon. You could use a shovel to kill somebody. You know?
Okay, his job isn't threatened. His job can't be done with AI. But the message for us is that our human family, our human community relations are paramount. As Professor Arma wrote, nothing is beautiful except in relationship. AI changes relationships, but it doesn't negate or replace them. And Josh nails it down a bit further too.
And I don't know, some people go back and forth about how terrified they are of AI, what AI. And so you have this situation where AI is this incredible tool, but it immediately became weaponized against the working class, against regular people, because it could have been used as this tool that helped all of us do our jobs better, make our lives a little bit easier. But instead of any of that, it quickly became something that employers said, oh, we could just get rid of people. We just get rid of people. We could save all this money. AI won't need health care. AI won't complain about hours or anything like that. AI won't ask for specific shifts, you know?
And so it immediately became a weapon. And that's why you see people genuinely not care.
Yes, wealth gives faster access. So wealthy bosses quickly got access to an AI tool to let them spend even less on workers. Clearly, if they had it their way, they'd spend zero on workers. To succeed in our sacred work of continuing creation, we must use everything that aligns with our sacred legacy of Maat. We must, like our beloved ancestors, create and build for ourselves. We must make our brothers and sisters' problems ours to solve together. As Amos Wilson told us, we cannot let our oppressors define our real worth. We must teach our own people.
In 1918, a white mob in Mississippi gathered to lynch a black man for daring to educate black children. That man was Lawrence C. Jones. And instead of dying that day, he walked away with funding for a black school. Let that sit. Jones was born in 1884 into a family of educators. He earned his degree from the University of Iowa in 1908, at a time when black education itself was seen as a threat. He turned down comfortable job offers and chose Rankin County, Mississippi, a place where nearly 80% of black people were illiterate, not by accident, but by design. During slavery, teaching Africans to read was illegal. After slavery, the punishment just became unofficial. Jones started with 3 students. That grew. Land was donated by a formerly enslaved man. Support came from allies in Iowa. And by 1913, Piney Woods School was chartered. Education wasn't charity, it was counterpower. But in 1918, the local order pushed back. A mob formed, rope ready, history on repeat. Here's the anti-colonial lesson. Jones didn't beg. He didn't perform fear. He spoke with authority. He spoke about education, about discipline, about black children becoming productive, skilled, undeniable. And the mob, built on ignorance, was disarmed by intelligence. They didn't just spare him. They donated money to the school they came to destroy. This wasn't luck. This was strategy. Pan-African history is full of this pattern. When direct resistance meant death, our ancestors mastered psychological warfare, restraint, and long-term vision. Jones understood something. Colonizers rarely anticipate education reshapes power faster than violence ever could. Piney Woods School still exists today. It's one of the largest historically black boarding schools in the United States. That is the real victory. Not survival, continuity. As Jones later said, "No man can cause me to stoop low enough to hate him." That wasn't submission. That was dominance over the system designed to break him.
Yes, we built our own schools, like Piney Woods. And as countless African townships exemplify, our central freedom from oppressive white government is governing ourselves.
What if I told you that formerly enslaved black Americans didn't just survive Reconstruction? They built their own town. In 1887, Eatonville, Florida became one of the first self-governing all-black incorporated municipalities in the United States. This wasn't symbolism. This was sovereignty. Just 2 decades after slavery, black men purchased land, established a mayor, formed a town council, built schools, churches, businesses, and governed themselves. No white officials. No outside political control. At a time when the South was constructing Jim Crow laws, Eatonville was constructing institutions. It became the childhood home of Zora Neale Hurston, who later described it as a place with 300 brown skins, 2 schools, and no jailhouse. But Eatonville wasn't a fantasy. It was a systems experiment. Land ownership, municipal authority, economic circulation within the community, cultural autonomy. While much of Black America was politically suppressed, Eatonville functioned as a micromodel of internal self-determination inside a hostile racial state. This is what anti-colonial theory looks like at the local level. Control the land, control the governance, control the narrative. Eatonville proves something powerful. Freedom isn't just protest, it's infrastructure. And when people build institutions, instead of waiting for inclusion, history shifts.
Yes, we built our own government, like Eatonville. Our people in Montgomery famously formed carpools rather than stay at the back of racist buses. We too, in 2026, must form our own alternatives.
What does it say about a country when the ocean is public, but your access comes with a curfew? Imagine being told, you can swim, but only here, only until sunset, and never own a single grain of the shore. That isn't just segregation, that's regulated dignity, permission that can be revoked at any moment. In the 1940s, while Black Floridians faced humiliating restrictions at places like Virginia Key Beach, limited hours, inferior facilities, and no right to own the land, Mary McLeod Bethune chose a different path. She didn't ask for longer hours or a bigger slice. She bought the shoreline. In December 1945, Bethune and Black investors acquired 2.5 miles of oceanfront in Volusia County, creating Bethune Beach, a place where Black families could gather, celebrate, and build generational wealth on their own terms. Ownership was the point, because access without ownership is always conditional, and conditional access can vanish with a single policy change. Bethune understood. Dignity requires control. Land meant autonomy, a retreat where Black life wasn't supervised but self-determined. Yet this vision faced obstacles. The land was remote, reachable only by a single road, and systemic barriers like discriminatory lending and neglected infrastructure made large-scale development nearly impossible. Over time, as integration came, some original owners lost their property, but the legacy remains. Bethune wasn't just creating a beach. She was engineering autonomy in an era built to deny it. That's the difference between protest and power. History isn't just about who was denied access. It's about who found a way to own the gate.
Yes, when locked out by others, we bought our own gathering spaces, like Bethune Beach. And in 2026, we're starting to hear really great encouragements from the motherland.
What Ibrahim Traore is doing in Burkina Faso isn't just governance. It's a bold statement that transformation is possible when a nation takes charge of its destiny. In December 2025, Traore announced the Ouagadougou-Bobo-Dioulasso Highway, a 375-kilometer project, and in just 40 days, 276 kilometers were already cleared and prepped for paving a pace unheard of in Africa, where similar projects funded by international loans often drag on for years. This isn't magic, it's African self-reliance in action. Traore isn't borrowing from the IMF, World Bank, or other external lenders. Instead, he's mobilizing domestic resources, leveraging citizen contributions, and executing a vision with accountability, proving that progress doesn't require dependency on outside actors. African ingenuity and organized governance are enough. Africa has long been fragmented by colonial borders and external interference, systems that benefit from division and dependency. Traore's project isn't just a highway, it's a blueprint for what unified, strategic African leadership can achieve. Imagine if more leaders coordinated like the Sahel Alliance, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger sharing security, economic planning, and infrastructure, investing internal resources, connecting markets, and building world-class infrastructure without strings-attached loans. That's the Pan-African dream: sovereignty, unity, and development at scale. Traore shows that miracles are possible through disciplined organization and resource sovereignty, holding up a mirror to other leaders and exposing corruption and missed potential. Africa doesn't need miracles. It needs accountability, strategy, and unity. Leaders like Traoré prove Africa's transformation is within its own hands if it chooses to coordinate, execute, and take ownership. Burkina Faso has taken another visible step in redefining what African development can look like. This week, the country opened two major medical facilities, a university hospital and a cancer treatment center. President Ibrahim Traoré presided over the openings, marking a moment that extends beyond healthcare and into geopolitics. The construction was led by Burkinabe workers, while investment and technical oversight came through partnership with China. The result is not charity, but capacity state-of-the-art facilities designed to serve the population rather than extract from it. This model reflects a broader shift taking place across the Sahel. Burkina Faso, alongside Mali and Niger, is moving away from relationships rooted in dependency and toward partnerships defined by mutual interest and sovereignty. For decades, former colonial powers maintained influence without delivering foundational infrastructure at scale. Roads, hospitals, and industrial capacity remained underdeveloped, even as resources continued to leave African soil. What is emerging now is a different calculation. These governments are choosing partners willing to build, transfer skills, and operate through state institutions rather than above them. That does not mean these partnerships are without risk. Sovereignty requires vigilance. Infrastructure must come with transparency, long-term planning, and African control. Development is not measured by buildings alone, but by who owns them, who maintains them, and who benefits from them. Still, the symbolism matters. Hospitals treat more than illness, they signal priorities. They tell citizens what the state exists to protect. Across Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, infrastructure projects are becoming more visible, and political language is shifting towards self-determination, unity, and independence from debt-driven control. This is not the end of Africa's development struggle, it is a reorientation. The lesson is not that Africa needs new patrons, but that Africa must negotiate from strength, clarity, and purpose. In his address to the nation on December 31, 2025, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, President of Burkina Faso, announced a strategic new step, the construction of a national data center. This is not a tech announcement. This is a sovereignty announcement. For decades, digital life in Africa has been shaped by servers and platforms controlled by foreign corporations and foreign courts, mostly outside the continent and centered in the United States and Europe. That means African data, business records, government systems, financial transactions, lives on infrastructure not accountable to Africans. Traoré's plan is to change that. A national data center will allow Burkina Faso to host its own applications, safeguard citizen information, and strengthen cybersecurity under its own laws. It is about independence from foreign servers, but it is also about developing local skills, digital engineers, cybersecurity professionals, and data scientists working inside Africa for Africa. This is what digital sovereignty looks like. He also announced plans for digital invoicing, a system that can reduce hidden manipulation, increase state revenue, and limit opportunities for corruption. This matters because data is power. In an era where economic life is interconnected with digital flows, owning your data infrastructure is part of owning your economic destiny. This initiative also reflects a broader Pan-African trajectory, one where African states invest in capability rather than dependency, where governance is local rather than outsourced, and where the future is built on capacity, not concession. Burkina Faso is not just building a data center. It is building a foundation for economic integrity and technological autonomy.
In teaching Africans airline safety and producing flight recorders in Africa. Like General Traoré, Brother Jones, too, is building infrastructure, building local wisdom, and local tools to serve all our people. Ashe.
Listen more often to things that will listen more often to things that the eyes that when the fire when the fire the eyes in the voice of the
Minister Alicia?
Ashe. Thank you. Thank you, Minister Bill, for that
Yeah,
beautiful presentation.
thank you, Baba. It was great, man. Thank you.
Yes, Ashe. Thank you. It helps us to kind of bring our minds into the present and the things that it can be and is going on, and to remind us about the things that our ancestors did in order to bring forward our people. And so this is the time now. This is the time now that we want to invite you, if you are not a member of Wosei Community Church, that you can become a minister. Excuse me, a member of the Wosei Community Church. Eventually a minister too, if that's what you're called to do. But this is the time. This is the time where we are opening the Zoom doors, and I'm turning on my different speaker things so I can see all of the people who are here. And if you desire to become a member and you are not a member, you can raise your hand. You can take yourself off mute and say, hey, I would like to become a member. I'm interested. And then somebody will be speaking to you, and you will we are in the middle of a, not the middle yet. We have started our new members class. So this would be a good time, because then you will not have to wait. You can immediately jump in, and you can be on the path to become a member of Wosei Community Church, our community of the way. And as Minister Makalisi has said in his song, actually, I don't know if this was him, but the words are here, which is come and go with us. We are following the way. No more self-hatred. We are following the way. Work, study, and pray to restore the sacred way. No more crying then. We are following the way. So if you are someone who is following the way and you would like to join a community that is also following the way, you have met with the right community. And so this is that time. But I don't see any hands as I'm scrolling through. The offer is out there, but that is not the last chance that you have to become a member of Wosei Community Church. You can also go to our websites, and you can be able to become a member there. Or if you know someone who is online right now, you can reach out to them and get started, because they might be able to point you in the right direction. All right, Ashe. So right now we're going to go to Lift Every Voice and Sing with Baba Jeff.
Rejoicing right high at the listening skies, let it resound loud as a rolling sea. that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory's won.
Okay, now Baba Jeff, you are just bringing it all. You're just bringing it all to us today. You, oh my
That's right.
goodness, Baba.
That
Oh
was
my goodness.
that was
Put
great.
it all together.
Woo!
Who has a national anthem that sounds like that? Oh my Lord. That was fire. That was
How'd
fire.
you like that piano, Baba?
Man. Beautiful, beautiful. And we also had a question of what the band's name was. So if, Baba Jeff, if you could
Yeah,
put it
I'll
in
I'll
the
put it in there right now.
okay, awesome.
It's India Owens. She's a bass player for Stephen Colbert's group on his show. So she's well, I shouldn't say she's one of the musicians on the show. She's the bass player on the show, but she's obviously on her own. Okay, so I'll put it out there.
Ashe.
Okay.
Beautiful. Now unto the ones who's able to lift us up faultlessly before the throne on high. Then may they empower us to be one people
One people,
with one aim,
one aim,
One
one
aim,
one
one
destiny,
destiny,
one destiny,
one love,
One
one
love,
one
love,
love,
one heart,
one
one
heart,
one
heart,
heart,
one God.
one
one
God.
one
God.
God.
And as
What's the
we
name
call
of
on
that
the
God?
name of that one God as our ancestors have from all countless times and from time immemorial, let us all say, we are the most beautiful
Beautiful
people
people
on the
on the
face
face of this earth.
of earth.
Fresh.
Ashe will say.
Ashe, Asheo.